Take two.
Take two. Welcome to the Meta Play season finale tournament. This is the Baldr's Betrayal tournament, as we call it. $750 are on the line, thanks to the massive donation from Flacco. Now, we had a game one, which was saved, and yeah, Nullus lost his initial scout. It was brutal. So we are here again in game two. This is the quarterfinals match. Iron Maiden is covering the other quarterfinals. This is the second one on our channel. Anyways, Tigerboss is going to be playing Oranos. And on the other side, Nullus is the Loki. Yeah, it was also like 58 seconds or something. So Nullus literally used his last 2 seconds possible for a veto. And I guess Tigerboss just agreed to it. It didn't seem map related to me. It was very much Ulfsark related. This time Nullus is way more careful. He's looping around his main base. Not looking into where Oranos is. It's obviously the opposite side. On Arctic Craters, you have a lot of relics. You should have... you don't always get the double gold mine. But you do have this backward one and a lot of hunt. Of caribou. And yeah, 6 relics, so let's check those out. It's Ring of the Nibelung. We got Pandora's Box. That's gonna be a Mythianate train time reduction. Then we've got Boots of Kick Everything. That's hero speed boosts. Very nice.
That's a big relic.
It's for Loki especially, yeah. Nose of the Sphinx. More building health. Also Bergwagon. Cheaper caravans and faster caravans. Very nice for the late game, especially on this big map. Toothed arrows. Better archer damage. Not most of them have not been found. But yeah, this is like Loki heaven. We talked about this in the other series, which was a Loki mirror. You're gonna see a lot of Loki here. Might see a bit of Ra. I'm a little surprised by the Oranos, but Tigerboss, I gotta say I haven't seen Tigerboss on this map before, so it'll be interesting to see what Oranos can do.
Yeah, let's see what this new rising star will do here. Also, that's one thing I'm really excited to see when AOM Retold comes out, because...
Oh yeah.
Who is gonna swap to AOM to give it a try? Like, just like with AoE 4, there were so many people from different games coming together to give it a try. And I am very excited to see who is gonna move to AOM Retold when it comes.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Do you think there's a good chance of that happening, or is it like a dependence on auto queue, or how's that gonna work?
I think that some people will give it a try. And the real question is if there's going to be like a serious launch tournament. Like if it's, for example, like AoE 4, where they're starting with a big launch tournament, then that's like a huge incentive for people to actually come over. But if that's not the case and the esports scene is more small and grassroots as it launches, then maybe not. But I do know of some pro players that would obviously give it a try. And there's, for example, something I heard. I heard this from Hera's stream from Age of Mythology 2. I heard him talk about AOM Retold a few times, and he mentioned that he actually like really likes Age of Mythology. And so there is a chance that maybe he will play the game for a short while when it comes out. But
yeah, I mean the AoE 2 guys like it a lot actually. So there's Viper, there's Hera, there's Dot. These guys, Tato actually, these guys like it a lot.
Oh,
so.
I didn't know about that. I only knew about Hera. I didn't know that they also did. That's really interesting.
Now, as for whether they'll stick around, that's the real question.
No, there's too much money in H2. They have literally no reason. They have everything to lose.
It is their job, so
yeah,
you gotta think of it that way. I think, yeah.
I mean, even for Age of Empires 4, like Viper was like, still competing at the recent Waterloo, but it's hard to play in both games. So,
Yeah, of course.
but the game is slowly coming to a more active state. The Longhouse is completed, and what are we having here?
Yeah, double Hershey production for now. That's all that Nullus can really afford at this moment. But as he ramps up his hunting, that's gonna get crazier. We've got double military barracks and one counter barracks for Tigerboss. So one Murmillo and one set of turba each. All of this is getting spotted. Nullus does find the nose of the Sphinx. That's one of the good relics to pick up early on for sure. As the Uranus will no doubt be all over the Loki player in a moment, just trying to get rid of their hunt. But for now, the Hershey count is pretty good. Ooh, I don't know about that location for Healing Spring, but it does heal all these hurt villagers, so maybe it's a good idea. I'll be slow.
Yeah, if he actually gets pushed off, that could be like the base for the Uranus player to just come back after every raid, and that would be terrible. But I don't see that being stolen that soon, but it's certainly a risk. The lone Hersia raid, that's so efficient. So much idle time, it's very good, and the Mamilla won't be able to deal with it. Oh,
Yeah, you will need
Garrett sends
2
a Mamilla.
Murmillo.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, with those guys it's fine.
Honestly, this is still good because he's farming favor, he can just run back and heal. And he's distracting so many units.
Shockwave is a scary thing, so it's a good idea to run away. I think I like what Nullus is doing here. He can just go for the berries for like a minute until he recovers. Actually, there's a caribou patch here. Never mind, I didn't see that.
That's such a small patch of fog, but it's hiding the important details.
Yeah, like look at this. That's actually 5 caribou. It's very nice. Oh, Plantkins will find it. Is Tigerboss just gonna kill them? That would be actually a nice move. It's allowed, so as long as you don't delete them with buildings.
That's so much idle time again. Like these raids by Nullus. I don't think he killed anything yet, but
Nah.
That's a lot of idle time. Like especially for Atlantine, like that's not just a few villagers. Like those are citizens. He loses so many resources every time they're sent idle.
This is good too.
Yeah, Nullus is doing a really good job on these raids. And he's gonna move back to the manor, I think, and the Mamillos are so far out of position.
So the citizen is gonna have to jump back in again. The idle time.
Oh, he's just going straight for the manor. Oh, and the miss unit.
Whoa.
Don't lose it though.
Yeah, probably best to run the other way.
Oh, interesting decision to run around that way. A good snipe by Tiger though, he denies the house. Oh, poor Valkyrie.
Yeah, I don't think this was intended at all by Nullus to go this way, but...
What's happening
Whatever.
on the top side? What's happening there?
Looks like a good trade for Nullus.
Yeah, and good macro on the troll. Kicking off the hero Mamillo.
Another troll
troll.
spawns. Whoa. Still wouldn't be able to take the fight without reinforcements, though.
The trolls are probably dead, I think. The hero Mamillos are gonna kill them, right?
Yeah, very quickly. Those can always spawn more, though.
What does the KD look like now? Like, how much actually died?
It's 12 to 9, but like, resource-wise, Tigerboss has done a lot more damage because of the Hershey cost, of course. It's super high, right? Shockwave is actually hitting the gatherers here as they're hunting. The Hershey are forced to pull back, so it looks like Uranus is performing pretty well on this map.
Yeah, he's actually doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, dangerous raid coming in. Very dangerous. That's gonna be dead villagers. Gets one.
That's it for now, but every little bit counts when you only have 31 villagers and 7 of them are idols, so...
Yeah, he
yeah, that's
is.
definitely a big impact right there. Having to get the goatees early on, well before they're 300 food contained, so they still need to fatten a bit there.
What relic is he carrying there?
That's the Osseberg wagon. It's
Oh.
good for later. Not good right now.
Oh, good surround, and that's... Oh, he barely gets away, but he cannot heal that. The healing spring is going to be taken.
Yep, that's just way more units. Unless
Oh,
the
no.
dwarves are gonna be pulled in closer into the fight, it's gonna stay this way.
Kitchen
The dwarves
knives
will be
for the
needed
battle.
anyway. Yeah, there's too many Murmillos, dude.
Oh, maybe the Missing spawns can save him, but Valkyrie is not the best one. He needs an Einherjar here.
Yeah, that's 27 Murmillos heroes counted, so only 10 Herstiers, even the dwarves fighting. I think it's a little too late for them to join the battle. And unless there's gonna be some crazy Mythian spawns. It looks to me like Tigerboss is just taking this fight and the game with it. Whoa.
Really well played by Tiger.
Yeah, that was brutal. And no doubt he would have had TC coming up behind it. Like, look, these citizens are actually migrating
what
right
went
now,
wrong this
so...
game? Nullus was doing so well, and then he just got destroyed all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Herstiers. They didn't get any kills, I assume.
Did he just
And
make
spawns.
too little army?
Maybe.
I think when he got attacked at the top, he had some unnecessary losses. Like he had some miss unit spawns, but he could have potentially saved his miss units, and it could have been nice. Or he could have like microed his herses away. So maybe the top fight was a little bit optimal, and obviously the Valkyrie he lost at the bottom side was kind of unnecessary. But besides that, he was running around and doing nice stuff. I'm just thinking maybe he made too little army.
Blue color. Nullus. Loki. He likes his pick. It's gonna be fine. On the other side, Tigerboss. It's gonna be going Kronos. Closest thing to Oranos he vetoed because it was a 2 gold mine map and he doesn't want to deal with that. He really wants to gold starve our Loki player. Let's see if he can. It's not gonna be the easiest one here. This is usually a pretty good place for Loki to be, especially with the gold mines being so safe. Got double forward TCs though, so this is gonna be a pretty raid heavy game.
So, are we going to see Gaia next game?
Yes.
He just goes Atty the whole way.
Yep.
So what does he do
Use
in a
up
best
the
of 7?
Atty. Best of 7, he would go like probably Greek. I think
Maybe
I've seen
he's-
him play some Egypt and Greek.
I mean, but that's all right. I was thinking, in the case that you can only play a god once, regardless of win or lose.
That would be
could
tough.
That could be really difficult.
That's very punishing to the loser side though, so.
Right.
It's good for variety. But I guess many would argue that people won't be playing their best in that way. Going from one god to the other within a civ, totally doable. Right? Like you're mechanically set up for it. Just you're doing different strats. Oh, I really like this. One citizen out there. It's a good spot to be in. Now, Frozen Waste is one of those maps where you get a lot of goatees around the edge of the map. And currently, it looks like Nullus is really benefiting from this. He's already got 10 goatees, 11, sorry. But probably more coming in as he scouts the outskirts. Oh, look at Tigerboss. He's already got 9 as well. Yeah, he's gonna lose one of these oracles. Oh, he actually killed it.
Yeah, I was considering when he's going to delete it, but also how much favor is an oracle worth?
Where's one? It's probably like every unit, 2.16.
Honestly, I think I would have paid to favor to get the Ulfsark idol, because he loses like crucial early game scouting information. He might lose goats as a result. He might not be able to build when he wants to build something, so there's even a chance the Oracle actually survives, because he has.
Why does the Oracle have a higher penalty than the Ulfsark?
I think the Oracle is spreading some very bad news.
It has a higher penalty than a citizen.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What is a normal unit worth? Like aside of an Oracle, like what is a Murmillo worth?
Let's see. I don't think I can actually check it from here.
Okay.
We'll have to wait until they make some. Yeah, we'll see with the hearse here, I guess. Promethean. That's also worth just 1.08. Well, that will multiply.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting. Like, why is the Oracle worth so much? That makes no sense.
I mean, there's a thing as well where the priest is worth 2, and the elephant is worth 1.
The Heresiot as well. I suppose maybe it's like treated as a hero. And
right.
It just received the general cost of a hero.
Yeah, that's very possible. And I think every unit is worth like 1.08 or something.
We should keep track of
this needs a balance pass, man.
Terma hero and a Milo hero. I'm
Look
very.
The Terma is 1.08.
Like, what is it going to be when it's hero fight? Or heroized, or whatever it's called.
Anytime now.
Anytime now.
They don't change. They get.
That's so disappointing. But why is that 0.02 more than the Terma? Like Murmillo is 0.11, and the others are 1.8. That's so random.
I don't know, man. This feels partly generated and partly copy pasted. Like.
I mean, some of these numbers are so extremely random, but this is so funny as well, because it's like 20 years later and learning something completely new that I didn't pay attention to before. But
by the way,
we
guys,
have a little bit of aggression now.
Yes. I wanted to share some quick informative stuff. So the way it works is you actually have to kill a unit entirely to, generate the favor that is displayed. So you have to do 100% of the health damage. But if the unit gets healed, you can't farm it, into perpetuity. So the percentage of the health damage will determine how much you earn favor. And hearses do generate double the favor. This is all stuff the game doesn't tell you. And I hope in Retold it really will tell you that kind of stuff.
Retold. The game mechanics retold. This time for sure. Yeah,
maybe they can ship a manual. Like me.
For the pre-order edition. I mean, for the AoE 4 pre-order, they send you a graphic with what unit counters what.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That was so sad.
It was a good meme for me, but I'm curious to see what Nullus is going to do differently this time, because last game did not really work out. So what has he learned? That's the question. And so far, I see a lot more Ulfsarks going forward.
Yep. He's really gonna have a counter to those Terma, but there's not many.
Hmm. He doesn't
Can
have
they
enough
fight the
actually.
Murmillo, really?
But he could
They have-
potentially snap a Murmillo and try to run away. Yeah. Well, this is pretty good for him right now. But there,
Very nice start to this fight. The Norse numbers are just high, and there's the Anheria spawn. Mini flaming weapons activated.
I see reinforcements coming. I think the citizen is in very much danger of being dead.
Verily. Oh, popping out. The teleportation is active. It's getting away. No.
It might
That's
actually
awesome.
it might actually be good that it gets away temporarily because it's not gathering, it's just walking a lot, and it still has a spy. Oh.
Well, I guess Tigerboss is housed. He just fixed it. But he needs to make another manor right away.
He's also contributing to fixing it at the moment.
What is going on here? The Byzantine army is not fighting. It's trying to move past the Norse one, but it's just getting wrecked in the way.
That was big damage. How hurt is that army? Can you check?
Verily. Look at all those health bars.
If
Mostly
I'm
black,
Nullus right
no
now,
red.
I'm gonna press for attack. Like that army cannot fight. Like
For sure.
Like his army too is like Nullus's army is full health. Like he did not even
Yeah.
take any damage at all. Like I don't even see a single low health unit.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Another dead Murmillo. Perseus doing the job.
Here's a Cairo Ballista, by the way, with 1.08 favor bounty.
Why
And here I have a
0.8? Why not
2.16?
0.1?
I don't know. Very specific here. Citizen Hero also 2 favor, just like the basic one.
Oh, the dead Iron Warrior. That's so sad. And it gets kited.
It's so slow. The Cairo Ballista just runs away.
But that's a good raid, I think. Top left corner, I see blue dots moving.
Yep.
Okay, maybe
And
on
here.
vacation.
Yeah,
Oh,
these
that
guys are gonna
gold
unite
mine,
now.
it's
The
barely
Full
in TC
Murmillo.
range.
They're not enough. But there's more coming. Ooh, the temple is really something that you can pick off. But I do think these units will need to link up at some point. Maybe more will be made by Nullus. He's going up Bragi right now.
Hmm.
Atlantean is just maxed out, so they're chilling on that full population count.
Didn't already
Probably would
looking
be...
so much better than last game. Like Nullus's aggression has been paying off really nicely. But the counter attack might be coming if he's not careful. He has to stall a bit. Like because he is behind in population by quite a bit. Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
good reaction by Tigerboss. You'll get
Yes.
away here. The relics, by the way, are the Pandora's Box, which is Mythian's training time reduction. The other one is Tale of Cerberus, which is Mythian's special attack time reduction.
How
So,
close to Bragi are we?
very. 88%. I would like that special attack relic, actually, for the Battle Boars.
Oh,
and
is
the
he
Fire Giants
fighting a
later.
few
That would be
seconds
nice.
too early? Like it,
Where fire? No? No
where
fire?
fire?
There it is. Is this DC gonna come up though? No, no, no. Tigerboss is evacuating. He's popping into the manors, using them as shields. Running away
Right.
with the army as well.
But did he do enough damage with this?
Eh,
He's
really
taking
hard
the
to
top
say.
lead by 10, and I'm expecting there's a lot of battle wars coming.
yeah, so one citizen has been killed, and another one might be picked off here. The surround is in, so that's 2 citizens dead at least, and working on the third one. The hero is probably the hardest one to kill right now, but there is an opportunity here to surround the gold miners.
Yeah, I think this is
Oh
too much
my
damage.
god. Tiger
I
isn't
think
looking.
I think Tiger's dead.
That's it, that's it. That's too many villager deaths. If he can't really make something happen very soon, Tigerboss will be just booted out of this game.
Yeah, I don't see how Tiger can come back here. This was brutal.
Yeah, we are talking about 4 citizen deaths. One of them was a hero as well.
And he wiped the entire army. It's 30 population lead.
Yep, now comes the battle boar spam, of course, after all this. Very easy for Norse to afford with 15 dwarfs or whatever that is. Yep. So siege weapons are coming. There's gonna be several iron areas too. The gold mine's gone, by the way, so where does Tigerboss even go? There's a second gold mine, but yeah, he's gonna tap out as he can't reach the heroic age. It's tough. It's tough. Score's now 1-1.
Very different game from game one. Very different.
They're changing things up. Nullus is gonna be going for Uranus in this one. In the red color, we have got Tigerboss playing as Ra. Tigerboss does play Egypt. Some nice granary blocks, but gotta be careful to not move the Rhino out of position. Very nicely ending up right in front of the granary. I like it.
Yeah, for a second I was actually thinking he could have killed it next to the TC.
Right. It's possible. The second one definitely is too far away though. So I guess that's why he made the granary.
Do you think that's a good design decision in this game, by the way? How like hunt luring works here versus, for example, in H2, where you can just pull the food all the way.
I don't know. I don't like how inconsistent it is in H2 and 4. Like the animals just kind of run away from you, so
I don't like the deer. For those who are not familiar with Age of Empires 2, in H2 you can push deer from like outside hunt sources to your TC, and that works by like standing behind them and they get scared, and you have to keep doing that until they're at your TC. But the problem is, as you're doing that, there is a small chance that they just decide to walk back. Usually that only happens if you're too far away from them or you haven't pushed them or scared them in a while, but sometimes they just instantly decide to go back, and that just sucks. I hope
or the angle
they
doesn't quite work out and they just go a different direction.
for the most part that doesn't happen. Like at least from my personal experience, they behave quite well for the most part, but when they just decide to go back, that really sucks. And I wish they would just make it so that they can't do that anymore, because technically they could just patch it so that there's like a larger delay until they're allowed to go back home. But similarly in AOM, there are so many cases where you have a boar or a rhino that's kind of close to your TC, and you're like thinking, can I lure this to my TC and skip the granary? And then you're just like trying to kite the villager back and you're microing it, and it just barely doesn't work out, and it just decides to run away again, and it's so annoying and so sad at the same time.
Yeah, the
So
leashing in AOM is also extremely strict, so especially combine that with the fact that the animals like to spawn so far away from the TC sometimes, it is a problem, I think. Like boars and rhinos spawning so far away.
oh, idle villager, what's happening here?
That's just a drop-off bug.
Right, go on.
Yeah, that will happen. So anyway, I think it's healthier for the game when they're a little bit either they're so far out that you can't even think about it, or but you know still within the line of sight of your towers, or they're just so close that you can always do it. I don't like this in between state where the leash range versus the TC range is just not going to work out.
Yeah, it is. It's just a minor change too, honestly. Like, if you were able to lure those animals like a few more meters, that would be all it takes to be able to do it on so many maps already. And at the same time, it would not change that much, because hunting dogs. Like in many cases, you need to build the granary eventually, anyways, to get hunting dogs.
Yeah.
So, like something that has happened for me quite a lot actually is where I kill the animal under TC, but I built the granary just to get hunting dogs, and I gather under TC. So that's also something that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that because the villagers don't have to walk as much from the TC, so you
Yeah.
save like a handful of seconds there.
In general, it's just so nice to have the TC help with the killing. And we have some visitors.
Hello there. Oh,
I
that
think
orc
they're
was
going
actually
to
quite
leave together.
damaged.
Oh, that's the one very low villager. I think he's gonna get picked off. That's a
Nice.
snipe. That's a very good snipe. I think he should just kite away now, actually. Like, just waste time.
Yeah, why are the villagers fighting here? Oh, they want the TC, I see.
Oh, okay. But Nullus has been doing pretty good damage here already. Oh, and the wolf!
There's
Oh, the
another
lion!
visitor.
That's not a wolf, that's a lion! Oh, that was so close. If he had kited to the lion a second time. The Promethean will not be able to do anything.
Wrecked. Get
At
good.
that point, honestly, I would have just committed them and ran forward just to be a little bit more annoying. I don't think that Promethean is gonna be valuable as a unit.
No, typically not that great in this matchup in general, I would say. But if you can, I guess, really starve the Ra of gold, then it's fine. But I don't think this is that kind of map, this tower. And in fact, the other tower as well. These protect it quite nicely. So the Ra just builds up a barracks here. Should be good to go. And we've got the farms coming in for Tigerboss as well. Yeah, stellar defense. Like, really have to commend the man. And yeah, those early units just didn't get anything done for Nullus, so he's gonna be kicking himself now, losing the Valor and the Promethean. At least they can scout the edges of the map. What's the relics like this time? The Arrows of the Alfire, that's for building damage. That would be very nice here for a Ra player. The other one here on the side is the Blue Crystal Shard. An overrated relic for sure.
Very good relic for Atlantean, actually.
That's true. Not so much for Egypt. So there's the rain. How many farms are we looking at? 5. Actually, I can do this. 15 farms.
But he only had 12 on food last time the interface showed. So
Oh,
okay, now he's finally at 15. So he was still
force drops. Yeah. Whoa, whoa! No, it's going 3 TCs. Gonna be in the classical age for a long time then.
It's honestly the play. What I would expect is just fast heroic from the Atlantean behind this as well, like going heroic and then flooding units on a strong economy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm used to seeing, at least. I mean, there's always a chance he goes heavy classical and just makes a lot of units, but that's also risky because Momilo Toma is not gonna be super effective against heroic age.
Yeah, we also got a little bit of a case where Tigerboss has a little bit more food than he has gold. So it wasn't the cleanest way to heroic age here. In fact, he's spending more resources on Bear. Oh, I see. It's Kopesh.
Wait a minute, he just decided to not go heroic?
Yep, he's getting medium Kopesh, man.
But that's so... Did he scout the TCs? Or
I think this is fake news. Like, he saw that the TCs are coming up. Right? And now he's like, okay, we're gonna go raid in.
That makes sense why he didn't build the barracks earlier. Like if he had planned this from the start, then he could have just built them way earlier. So this was an adaptation by him. Let's see if it works out. Oh, he has to be so careful with those traits though, because they're technically not very good at fighting.
Yeah, not great for sure. He's already got 12 of them, so
Yeah, the flood is
The
going.
Kopesh printer is on. They train in just 8 seconds.
Yeah, they are here to party, but does Atlantean want to party with them?
No, they're the kind of people that will shank the civilians, so. Sounds like party people to me, actually.
You know, completely random thoughts, but I was thinking about sky passages from runners and food delivery. That would be so efficient.
That would be very efficient if you had a Sky passage for food delivery at home.
Yeah, I mean, that would be so nice. But we have Kopech finding a citizen, and that's a pretty good surround. Oh, he has to block it properly. It's so close. Can it teleport out? No, it dies.
It's
But
already paying for this batch of Kopesh, for the most part.
yeah, but except I'm also very worried because 3TCs are pushing out citizens so fast. He has to do a lot of damage. Otherwise, he's just gonna get outproduced.
Yeah, well, we're about to see a rock with a Pitsukos. So maybe that flying around will pistachio, yeah. Maybe that flying around would be able to find a batch of villagers that is worth shifting sands into with the Kopesh.
Yeah,
That could
that
be
point
big.
looked pretty nice. That gold mine. That would be.
I think so.
That would be juicy. No mana close by, like not close enough. If he gets us around there. Honestly, what if you're shifting sands with a few villagers so you can ghost build?
That could be good.
I mean, if you're shifting sands and rock with them, you can just evacuate afterwards, anyways.
Well, there's always the matter of the hero Terma, so.
Oh, and the party was kinda cancelled. And one is stuck in the gold mine. He's here to stay.
Oh, not quite. Not quite.
That's so funny. He's just poking from the gold mine. And the citizens just keep working. It's like, I don't care.
Oh. Whoa. I don't know about the locust.
Is it just gonna survive all the way? Okay. If this didn't have escaped.
Trying to shifting sense the enemies out, but it's like, that's the worst possible use these days, because the meta plays balance patch severely nerfs that. It's basically not viable to do this anymore. So.
Honestly, I didn't comment on this at all, but I am pretty sure that Tigerboss did not expect Atlantean. Like, I'm pretty sure he thought that would be Norse as his opponent, and maybe he wanted to counter as Ra, because picking Ra on your own against Atlantean is kind of suicidal in many cases. And it's also looking quite dangerous to him right now.
Heavy Kopesh.
Heavy Kopesh.
Heavy Kopesh.
Will they pull their weight? Will they truly be heavy?
These are some heavy questions, but it looks like it's gonna work out. They're pushing this army away for now, and Nullus remains firmly in the classical age.
Yeah, how close is he to heroic age actually? Basically about to click up any second now. And yeah, the moment he reaches heroic age, party is going to be arriving at Ra's home. Oh.
One piece of good news for Ra though is that we've got this little settlement to distract.
Yeah, he should be able to claim this. Like, there's no way that Atty can deny this DC right now.
Oh, Rock's about to go down.
Okay.
Terma.
Oh, the priest, he needs to empower.
25 health! And it's dead. Pistachio doing a pretty good job picking off the Prometheans. They are helping this time, so they did listen, they did get good. Since the beginning, the chariot archers are not dodging the shots from the Terma.
Is it gonna get denied actually? Like, the priest wasn't empowering for quite a while at the start. That's gonna cost him a lot.
Yeah, some of these villagers are getting picked off now, but it still is going up in health. And the team power, it's finished. Of course, Hyperion comes in. Yeah, the Pitsukos could be punished there.
He only lacks some gold to go mythic. Honestly, he could potentially sell some food and wood and just jump straight mythic.
The Patsukas weren't hit by the by the chaos. That is terrible. You chaos some Kopesh? Oh, Nullus, no.
Honestly,
No.
that's the counterplay to chaos. To just make bad units, so it doesn't help anything.
In comes the Patas meta.
Oh, and I'm not sure if he wants to be that far out, but kiting to TC fire is pretty good. Yeah. Oh, this is where he wants to fight. There's a lot of arrows.
Yep, something about fighting in the shade. Anyway, here come the Kopesh. Another flank is ready to go. The Terma are just not good enough in stats to fight these guys anymore. They're heavy Kopesh. And they're gonna be able to hold together with the chariot support, heavy chariots now, and Pitsukos support as well. Where heavy Pitsukos?
That would be too much.
That would be too much, yeah.
I mean, the rock can't carry it anymore if it's too heavy, right?
It can carry elephants though, that's fine.
Maybe they're doing diet cokes. Just maybe. Oh, but now finally the Atlantean flood is coming in.
Yep, and here come the Quintarius, so that's really changing things up. Quintarius on the Extended Edition, their upgrades are super cheap, so you can get medium cavalry super easily at actually half the cost. What it's showing is, I think, not correct right now. Then the heavy upgrade is pretty cheap as well. Is that Vadjet the original one, or just got made? I don't even know.
Would be extremely surprised at both, honestly. I'm not sure what I would be more surprised at, because A, if it was the original one, where was it this entire time? B, why did you make a Vadjet?
Yeah.
So, it's actually a good choice sometimes, because you have favor, and sometimes you just lack the gold, and it's not a bad unit at all. Like, Vadjet is not bad at all.
I mean, he does have the wood. If you compare the stats to a chariot, this is totally fine, actually.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, myth units are extremely pop efficient.
Yep, that's it. And yeah, actually, you know what? Tigerboss is kind of winning this fight. It's insane, but it's true.
Yeah, like, he's bringing the flood to the Atlantean now. That's a complete turnaround of what's usually happening.
I actually did not expect these guys to be able to win the fight, but with
No.
the full line of copper upgrades,
I mean, maybe they really are heavy.
they really are.
But still.
Wow, Tigerboss has a lot of upgrades for the economy as well. Even Quarry is done. That's
It's
incredible.
a 20 pop lead, actually.
Yep. It's got 80 villagers right now. And the Kopesh are running around trying to find their targets.
I think at this point, the matchup has turned around. At this point, it's the Egyptian that's heavily favored. And I think Nullus has to really make something happen if he wants to win this game.
Oh my god. These Kopesh are running around and wrecking archers like they're budget Avengers. I don't know this is.
Budget
I've
Avengers?
never seen this before.
Yeah, honestly, it's my first time seeing them as actual fighters here. I'm surprised how well they're doing.
Holy crap.
Maybe that's a new meta. You just make Kopesh and fight.
I wouldn't be shocked if people did it more than once now. After seeing this.
I mean, they're a really fast unit, and Atlantean like Termers are not very strong, but they're fast. So, like, Spearmen have the issue that they get kited and sniped by Termers. So maybe the extra speed from the Kopesh really is a difference. Where they're...
Yeah, they lack the bonus damage and the stats are worse, but the speed kind of seems to make up for it.
Yeah, I mean, speed is an extremely strong stat, so...
It sure is. And just getting on top of those Arcus who actually have worse stats than the Kopesh, it means a lot. Like, you know, they close in the distance, they don't get hit in the process. That's a big deal. And here they come. They just cleaned up the Tartarian gate together with the villagers. Okay, should probably run away now though. That's a fight they can't take. They're cheap enough, but come on, you know. Oh, this is my favorite interaction in the game. The siege towers happen to counter basically all these other siege weapons like the fire siphons, telepolis, you name it. Thing is, these guys have 90% crush armor. These guys have 60%. So, if you can keep these melee units off of them, they just beat the other siege weapons. It's awesome. You know what else is very interesting? If you can load up the siege towers with Kopesh and then do rock drops with them, then here come the citizens to shank them with the kitchen knives, right? Then you eject Kopesh. Actual units to deal with this. Okay, Son of Osiris is in with the Osiris advance, and that's gonna be Nullus. Right there. Killed. Tigerboss is up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. Very nicely done.
Yeah, very interesting game. And also very different from anything else in the matchup.
Heavy Kopesh, 75. Sorry, that's Murmillo. 159 heavy Kopesh.
Yeah, he made a lot of those. How many citizens did he actually kill with them? Like, did he actually use them to raid, or were they basically fighting all the time? Because
I think just the 1 or 2.
yeah, like
crazy.
at the very beginning he was raiding a little bit with them, but I don't remember him to actually raid with them afterwards.
We're about to load into the game. Hold up. Almost there. Blue color. Nullus is switching to Hades. Red color. Tigerboss. Kronos. Back to the roots. Look at that, Rafting worked out really well. I do wonder, could he do the same thing with Set? Maybe not on this map, but then again... Against Greek? I think you do have the opportunity. But then again, it's Hades, right? So you got all these strong buildings, you got the sentinels to deal with. It's not easy to get into the main, and Midgard is one of these 1 TC maps anyway. Oh my, Nullus didn't find any fish. He used up his vetoes. Okay, he does find 1 patch, but it's not in an ideal location. Also, Tigerboss not quite finding the right one.
They share the fate.
Yep, it's equally bad. He can time shift though.
Oh, seriously?
Cost him like 5 wood to do this.
It's worth it.
Whatever.
A lot. It's actually, that's kind of optimal. Just build the
Very,
dock as fast
very.
as possible and then time shift it. It's 100% worth it every single time.
Yep. I mean, 5 wood is nothing, right? So
Yeah, but
it's a very low cost.
Just like the Kopesh thing, that's something that's so obvious once you see it just one time, but you didn't see it before.
He's helping Nullus. Nullus is getting a time shift. He has time shift at home.
Yeah, but I don't think he knows that the dock was literally started at the. Was this like a complete giga brain prediction?
You know what? Actually, that original dock would not have been that bad for the left side fish over here. So, but still, this is good news for Nullus. Unless there's no fish here, which there is, so.
That's a really rare case where you're like, thank you, deconstruct.
Awesome. Deconstruct at home, man. Citizen's gonna be berry picking. No good hunt available, or at least it's a little bit further out. Cow is gonna be used as a food source as well. We got double over chopping. Tigerboss gonna make a temple soon. For a Greek player, we have 8 on wood. It's a pretty high number, so we're gonna expect more Zocs, of course. But you don't want to do too many against Kronos, because Kronos can rush you on land and perhaps bother your gold mine too.
Yeah, especially that gold mine is a little bit forward. That's kind of dangerous.
For sure. Looks like a good old 4 minute 40? No, 35. Okay, that's good. For a Greek player, it will take a lot longer. There's no tempo yet. Goes with the 2 docks. Definitely does not want to make a third. And he's switching to a bit of hunting now, as the berries have run out. Or he's about to. And there's the temple. Man, it's gonna be not super easy to defend against this. Like, we can totally expect the oracles to be turned into heroes here. But at least they can't rush the towers easily. That's what's really beneficial with the 5 sentinels. If it was just 4, you would probably have a slightly exposed tower. How many fishing ships are we looking at? It's 11 for Nullus and 9 for Tigerboss. Just the 1 dock. So I would say Tigerboss definitely looking for that kind of land rush. There's Promethean's made. Where are the buildings, man? Not making any. He's actually making by reams? Got a second dock up? Okay. Just wants to rush the sea. Athena is coming in. 50% done. So 1 dock should go down before anything really happens. But Nullus is making extra docks already, knowing that this will be probably the case. There's gonna be an Ajax made as well. Just to take care of the Prometheans.
More land protection by Tiger?
No.
So it's just...
No, he's just focusing on the sea.
Full on water battle for now.
Right, Athena's up. By Reem taking a bit of a beating from the dock. Okay, this one will go down.
He's actually just accepting to tank the arrow fires. I'm a bit surprised about that. Oh, this is dangerous. Don't dive in here. That's not... You can't do that.
Oh, I don't actually like that dock deconstruction at all. So, it doesn't really do anything because there's still 3 docks.
He might have just given him a free trireme.
Essentially, yes. Oh, the triremes don't pick off the weak bioremes right now, so
yeah,
they get to live another day. For now.
Yeah, Tigerboss has to be super careful now. Like his fleet is very deceptive right now. It's not that strong actually.
Yeah, it's these red dots coming across the map though. Those are the spooky ones.
Yeah, that's a lot of
reinforcement. The Atlantean army is gonna stay big. Look at the population as well and the numbers: 19 to 8. So a Greek player will definitely have to use a good restoration here. And I really like to see the Ajax and the Minotaur go across the map and maybe do a little bit of bullying, but it's easier said than done when you have to deal with 3 Oracles and 2 Prometheans.
Yeah, he was being denied a lot of fish here already. Oh, another dive coming in. Snipes the fishing boat, that's so good.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, so for now, Tigerboss is just completely uncontested on water, just fishing happily. And anything he does and denies is just very good for him. But a small counter attack, and that's gonna be a lot of item in a big fight on water. But Tigerboss doesn't want to take it, he's backing off. What's the numbers
you know
here
what?
actually?
Nullus has 14 ships versus 24. 15 now, and with the dock support and restoration, I can kind of see the hesitation here from Tigerboss. It's reasonable, I think.
Yeah, it's
But
also...
he's gotta hit before he's full pop, because otherwise he's just gonna allow Nullus to match him.
Very, very
Second
true.
TC. Interesting. Maybe he just wants to keep them at bay and kind of build up on land at the same time. That could be the strat.
But has to be careful with these dives. He's taking so much damage on his boats every single time. Oh, and he's gonna lose another Byreme here. This is very, very dangerous.
And Nullus also has these great arcs every single time, and Tigerboss just pulling him back into these awful formations, and
another one?
1 unit at a time getting picked up, yeah.
Another one. He killed like 3 or 4 boats for free at this point. Nullus is really making this water battle happen. It's going really, really well for him. But that is kind of over now. That's
Yeah,
a
good
dead
on the
Minotaur.
Atlanteans still to build up a second TC so fast. So that will still help a lot, but Nullus is well on the way to the heroic age. And once there, you know, there's a lot of things that he can do for sure. Putting up a fortress in the middle of the map, for example, would be pretty nice. There's no deconstruct to deal with that anymore.
Oh, finally he actually gets some kills in. And this is actually very big because those were very, very low ships. He could have healed them with Resto. And he actually managed to snipe them before Resto. But does he actually need Resto at this point? What are the numbers here? It's so hard to tell with boats. They're overlapping so hard.
Oh, there's the resto now, and it's gonna be 15 to 13. So Nullus was already winning this, but he's, thanks to the God Power, is winning even harder.
Yeah.
Damage is pretty spread out, so all of these Biremes are getting hurt. And very decisive victory by Nullus on the water. But he's trying to get the second TC now, and guess what? The Atlanteans are right in his face. The hoplites are gonna try to do something about it. But I think a little bit of everything will be needed. Archers and cavalry would be very nice to see. And I don't suppose Nullus is going heroic after all. He's just gonna sail across the seas and do what a pirate does best.
Yeah, this position is looking extremely strong for Nullus now. Close to getting heroic age, second TC almost up, C basically won. Just a few more fishing boats and fishing eco tech, and this looks really, really nice for him.
Oh, he didn't get Percy. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Nice,
He's got it.
nice. So the food is coming in. What can Tigerboss do to make a comeback here? I would very much say that Tigerboss is behind by a lot.
Yeah, the third TC is the pretty standard move to do. So he's already at 17 citizens, 25 being the limit, plus the 2 you get from the Valor. So 27 really. And after that, I think Atlanta doesn't really need a lot in terms of economy, so
Yeah, but honestly,
just pushing hard on land would be nice now.
population, like Tigerboss has a lot of supply, but it's not on water, so there's quite a bit of danger on land actually. And we see a big red dot moving on the map.
Yeah, and losing all these fishing ships for Tigerboss right now is a pretty big problem. While Nullus is just happily advancing to the heroic age through Aphrodite, so he'll have the Curse God power available. That will be able to get rid of a lot of these Murmillo and Terma. Then he can get heavy cavalry, heavy infantry, heavy Toxotes. That's gonna be very, very nice. And the Nemean Lions are also menace.
But maybe the gold stuff is the way to make a comeback here.
Maybe so. Right now, trying to sneak some vills. The Myrmidon will spot this. Nullus is kind of broke. We'll probably make a stand right here by the gold mine, get a market going. Does have the food. I think right now the priority is to get rid of some ships, because that's a lot of population still tied up.
Yeah, if he had the gold to make a TC, that would be so big. He could just fall back and make a market and make more units and fight then.
Oh, there comes the curse, I think. Wait, the hobbits aren't fighting, they're just standing there. What's going on?
What? You're right, what's happening here? That was so big. That's such an important fight for the... They're idling again! What's happening?
Kiyomaku, if Tigerboss wins this game, Nullus is out of the tournament.
Oh no.
And it's really looking like he can do it. The forward watchtower with the time shift, that's really expensive by the way. But it's doing so much work here.
But the Nemean Lion, he does not really have much to actually fight it.
Yeah, the Valor coming in at a very clutch moment, by the way. So that should help deal with the Lion. And that's the one tool that Nullus really has right now. Another forward time shift, but it's the same tower.
It's the same. Why is the same tower?
Ooh, I don't like that. I kind of wish it wasn't another tower.
Yeah.
Then he would have two in the front. But it seems like the advantage is big enough already that it's kind of fine.
Is it though? The villagers are gonna smack down the tower. They could
They're not getting to attack it. They're fighting the Terma and the Chiroballista instead, which is okay. The Shades are tanking a lot of damage actually.
Yeah, he's losing quite a lot here, but he's also completely wiping the army. At this point, I'm just thinking, can he just grab a TC and like reboom villagers behind it?
Well, so far, look, Tigerboss killed 23 villagers. That is nothing to scoff at. It's nice to notice that he was finally able to defend a bit. But here come even more Terma, and they're gonna wreck the Tuxoles.
Yeah, he needs to pull his villagers and smack that tower down. Like, that tower needs to die. And he absolutely has to grab that TC. Like, those villager deaths are very big. Like, he has the economy on water, but those villager losses are serious.
Well, there is a market, Kiyomaku, and I suppose some trading has happened. Not sure how much, we can't really check.
Yeah,
a bunch
for
of
sure.
picks. The Atlanteans are back again, and they're picking off the Toxotes like clockwork. They are medium, but they don't have like any armor or anything. Not that it would matter much against something like Terma, which has quad bonus damage.
The Prometheans are doing so much work. Achilles coming in. He needs to take care of them. The Toxotes are not doing so much at the moment while the Prometheans are working.
Chiron doing what he can to dodge projectiles in the back, but Tigerboss not allowing himself to get baited by something like this. There's a lot of gold miners still for Nullus, so he can keep up the production for now.
Yeah, but he's actually also really low on food. Like he doesn't have enough food for this. Like the Atlantean flood is draining his economy so hard. Like both economies are actually up to the limit. 0-0-0 for Atlantean, and almost 0-0-0 for Greek.
For Nullus, he hasn't been able to get the next upgrade for the fishing ships, but
yeah, I think Tigerboss is doing this. Like he's pushing through. Like Nullus' economy can't keep up.
Land switch is just looking way too strong. Nullus pushed off the first gold mine now. There's a second one still going. Maybe something that Nullus could do is to steal a little bit from here. Just buy some time with that. It goes right down to the wire right now. Well, the villagers are running the other side. What? Just trying to pull the army away.
Maybe this can buy him some time, but Tigerboss not taking the bait. He's just going straight back.
Ooh, those are some nice pickups in the Kyro Ballista though.
Oh, for sure. But still, this is going to be even more dead villagers now. Honestly, he's supply capped, but where is his supply? Like, his army is so small. He needs his 30C. Like, the trades are going heavily in favor of Atlantean because he just does not have enough army.
Yeah, for sure. Even our Atlantean players kind of struggling to push through because of the 25 citizens that are at home. Without 45 TCs, that is a little bit of a tough sell. But now the armory upgrades are coming through just to help push a little bit harder. And we've got another forward time-shifted watchtower. Imagine if that had been 2 towers earlier. Like, this is a very different game already. Looks like still Nullus is really struggling, but he's trying his very, very best to make this work. The shades are coming through. They are helping so much.
I think this is game.
Very well might be. Many villagers are dying again, and Nullus is gonna tap out, defeating Nullus, knocking him out of the tournament.
What a game, and what a loss.
Yeah, very nicely done. By the way, he was trying to sneak the villagers up here, but
like,
Tigerboss
Nullus
is reacting.
Is a really, really strong player.
He sure is. He sure is.
And Tigerboss just eliminated him.
Exactly, like Tigerboss just really has been climbing the ranks as of late, and I guess this is as good a showcase as any of that.
Yeah, honestly a little bit surprising how that went too, because technically the Atlantean invested way more on water and lost water, but the land switch was just too strong. Like, was it that going heroic was a mistake? Like, if he had spent the resources on grabbing TCs and making units instead, like, was that what gave the Atlantean the chance to push through here?
Hard question for sure.
Hey, that's gonna be
to
analyze for the players to improve on next time.
Definitely. We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.